What is up, everybody? In today's video, we're talking about a significant severe weather event that's going to bring tornadoes and more to the deep south, plus blizzard conditions for the central U.S. and more, coming right up in this video. The first thing I want to mention is we have a day one enhanced risk of severe weather for southern portions of Oklahoma and extreme portions of North Texas that is followed by a damaging wind and tornado threat that is coming up here with this tonight, actually, in these regions right here. And the reason for this is we have a 10% chance of tornadoes, and I do think there could be the chance for several tornadoes, maybe even some strong tonight across the Oklahoma City and North Texas areas, in that kind of central Oklahoma and North Texas vicinity there, where a lot of tornadoes are possible tonight. And remember, these are going to be nocturnal, overnight tornadoes, so make sure to have warnings and be weather aware and have your notifications on your phone and be ready to take shelter whenever a tornado warning is issued in your area, especially in these brown and yellow areas for this tornado risk here. Now, if we go to the wind outlook, we have a 30% chance of winds in this red area right here. So definitely be weather aware, as strong winds can definitely do a lot of damage to homes. And I would just be indoors. I mean, I'm guessing you're already indoors at night, but definitely have a safe space. Like, plan out a safe space for tonight in case a tornado warning is issued with this system. We also have a 15% chance of hail, but the highest threats are wind and tornadoes with this system today. Now, if we shift gears over to the deep south here, we have a day two enhanced risk of severe weather for a lot of southern portions of Arkansas into eastern portions of Texas, northeastern Texas, extreme southeastern Oklahoma, into a lot of central and northern Louisiana, portions of central and southern Mississippi, and the panhandle of Florida and portions of southwest Alabama, all in this orange area, which has the highest potential for significant severe weather impacts tomorrow. Even these yellow areas could get severe weather impacts across the New Orleans, Pensacola, Florida, Birmingham, Alabama, into the Memphis, Tennessee, and more areas. But the enhanced risk does include Jackson, Mississippi, areas north of New Orleans, Shreveport, Little Rock, Arkansas, and more. And this is followed up by a tornado risk here, as we have a significant risk for tornadoes here. In this yellow area, we have a 10% chance of tornadoes within 25 miles of a given point here. So if you're in this yellow or even the brown area, make sure to have weather alerts active and make sure to have a plan for tomorrow, as big time nasty storms are going to head in during the day tomorrow. This area shaded in black here is where I expect the chance for possible strong tornadoes, as the National Weather Service has issued a significant severe threat, meaning that there could be an EF2 plus tornado in this shaded areas. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to see an EF2 plus tornado. It just means that the higher likelihoods of that occurring is in these areas here around the Jackson, Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida, north of New Orleans, and Shreveport areas with this system. Now, we also have a hatched risk of wind damage here. Anywhere in these yellow and red areas could expect winds. And in this black hatched area, this is where we have severe winds, potentially above 70 miles an hour in this hatched area, where plenty of severe weather linear areas could definitely produce some strong winds with this system here. Now, if we go to the timing of this storms here, we are going to see several storms start to break up into a line around 10 p.m. tonight, and this is showing that we have a really nocturnal tornado threat that is going to occur tonight. And this is going to have the potential severe weather threat here. Even though it shows the line, there could be embedded tornadoes and potentially supercell thunderstorms within this line that could produce definite tornadoes. This is going to reach the Oklahoma City metro areas around 1 a.m. And then new storms are going to form around 1 a.m. in central Texas, and could potentially impact the Dallas and Fort Worth area at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning as these storms head through. Now, this will impact the Wichita Falls area around 3 to 4 a.m. So definitely, if you are in portions of central Oklahoma into North Texas, you need to be weather aware, as these storms will be heading in around midnight to potentially even 6 a.m. tonight in the morning tomorrow. This is why it's going to be really, really dangerous if nocturnal tornadoes occur across central Oklahoma and North Texas. Now, if we look at the timing for these storms tomorrow, we are going to see this line of storms start to head into the Shreveport area with a mess of thunderstorms here around 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. here across the Shreveport areas. Now, this will impact the Little Rock areas around 9 to 10 a.m., but depending if there's enough instability in the Little Rock area, it will really depend on how significant the severe weather will be in that area there. But now, Memphis, Tennessee will get impacted by this around 12 p.m. throughout the day, potentially even the 3 p.m. hours in the Memphis regions here. Now, New Orleans, I expect you to get impacted by a cluster of storms around the 3 p.m. time frame on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. And then I expect Jackson, Mississippi to get impacted anywhere between 2 to 4 to 5 p.m. across the Jackson, Mississippi areas where significant severe weather could be possible. Now, this will impact the Birmingham area around 7 to 9 p.m., where I do expect significant severe weather to potentially occur. It'll impact Nashville, Tennessee around 8 p.m., and will impact Mobile, Alabama around 8 p.m. too, and then Pensacola, Florida will be impacted by this line around 11 p.m. tomorrow. Now, it's not just the severe weather that we are concerned about here. The crazy thing about the system is we're going to see a backside snow try to form. See this big area of backside snow try to form across portions of Nebraska, Kansas, into Iowa and Minnesota, and portions of Wisconsin here. Now, there's a catch to this. Even though it's not going to produce an insane amount of snowfall for these areas, it's going to be really, really windy. And I mean really, really windy. And that's going to cause potential blizzard conditions in these areas across central Wisconsin, central Iowa, into portions of Nebraska, Kansas, and potentially even Missouri areas that are going to be impacted by this snowfall, which is going to change the snow around the 9 p.m. hours in Omaha. We could potentially see some snow in Minneapolis, Minnesota around 9 p.m. And this will be some really, really heavy snowfall here. This will change the snow in central Wisconsin and northern Wisconsin around 4 a.m. and start to dump a lot of snow there in Wisconsin. Now, Topeka, Kansas is going to switch to snow around 8 p.m. here, and will switch to snow in Kansas City around the 3 a.m. time frame here. Now, if we go over to the wind that's going to be occurring at the same time, we're going to see 70 miles an hour gusts probable in northeast Kansas and southeast portions of Nebraska. And that's why it's just so concerning, as 50 to 70 miles an hour wind gusts are possible in this whole area I circled across Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, while it's going to be snowing. And that's why we're going to see blizzard conditions. It doesn't matter if we see a ton of snow. Blizzard conditions are going to cause bad roads. So definitely through the nighttime hours on Tuesday into the morning on Wednesday, I would 100% stay off those roads, as blizzard conditions are not easy at all to drive on, especially when there's winds gusting to 60 miles an hour. Hope everybody did enjoy this video. I'll make more videos in the next few days here, as potentially more storms could impact a lot of areas in the future too. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye, everybody.